Salvete discipuli. Today's video is the third and final lesson in Chapter 11 in Latin for the New Millennium, Volume 2, and it deals with 9 special adjectives that are actually in the first, second declension adjective pattern. They're special because they're going to have an alternative ending than what you would expect in both the genitive and the dative singular. Okay, so there are 9 first, second declension adjectives that have a specific irregularity. Instead of having the genitive and dative singular endings that you come to expect, the genitive endings are an ius. Notice that I has a macron, which is a little bit odd because you don't ordinarily see a vowel with a macron immediately come before another vowel. And the dative singular ending is a long I. You've actually seen these kind of endings before when specifically with hic, hic, hoc, right? The genitive is huius, huius, huius. The dative is quick, 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 right? Ilalad, ilius, 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 ili, ili, ili. You also have this for the relative pronouns, right? Because it's cuius, 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 qui, qui, qui. So this is actually a pattern you've seen before. It's just that these 9 special adjectives are going to form their genitive and dative the same way instead of following the regular first, second declension pattern. Now, an easy way to remember the 9 adjectives that are going to do this specific little irregularity is by using the acrostic unus nauta, which is grammatically correct, right? Because nauta is a first declension masculine, so the adjective that describes it would be unus. So if you look here, you can see that unus nauta is unus, nullus, ūllus, and solus. And then the nauta is neuter, alius, uter, totus, and alter. I have 2 little asterisks after alias because the genitive only of alias, alia, aliud, which means other, it doesn't exactly exist. Instead, it borrows the genitive of alter, okay? And I have a chart of this so you can see how that works. It's only for the genitive singular. So there you go. Okay, the first example I'm going to give you is of ūllus, ūlla, ūllum, which means any. So you will notice the nominative, accusative, ablative singular, and the entire plural are completely regular, exactly what you would expect. It's just the genitive, instead of being ūlli, ūllai, ūlli, is ūllius, ūllius, ūllius. And the dative, instead of being illo, illa, illai, illo, is ūlli, ūlli, ūlli. Okay? So take a minute to push pause and write down this chart. And then we'll also move on to alias. Now you see, I was just talking about this on the other slide. Our nominative is alius, alia, aliud, but then ulterius, ulterius, ulterius in the genitive. And that's really because if it were to follow its regular, its regular, irregular pattern, if you want to think of it that way, it would be alias, 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 and that would just be strange for the Romans. So instead it becomes alterius, 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 and then ali, ali, ali in the dative. And again, you look at the rest of these forms and they're all regular, following the first, second declension endings. It's just the genitive and the dative that are different. I just have a little slide to show you the noun adjective agreement for this. So if you want to say no bridge, or actually pones can also mean none. So you could translate this none. None bridge? Nope, you can't do it. If it were plural, you could say none of the bridges. But in the singular, I would just translate it no bridge. Nullus is the adjective that means no or none. So put that in the same gender number case of pones, okay? Loca, any, that's ūllus, ūlla, ūllum, so put it into the correct gender number case. Fratri, either or which of two, is both ways that you can translate the adjective uter, utra, utrum. So put that into the dative singular, so it matches masculine, so it matches fratri. And then sororis, and again, you want to say another, put that into the genitive singular so that it matches. So I'm going to ask you to take a minute to write down what you think they are, and then check it against these. If you want to say no bridge, you would say nullus pons. If you want to say any places, you would say ūlla loca. So those follow exactly what you would expect. Either or which brother, so either brother or which brother, which of two brothers, would be ūtri, and then of another sister would be altarius. Okay. All right, that's it. It's actually a fairly short video. Just make sure you've copied down your charts correctly. I hope you have a lovely evening, and I will see you in class. Walete.